OMG, Freya? Are you there? Hey, I'm trying to talk to you right now.
I'm sorry, what is it? What do you want to talk about, Lucy?
What took you so long to get back to me, huh? If I text you, you should respond to me in no more than a minute. That's just common courtesy. I mean, are we friends that go way back, or aren't we? It really is the least you can do.
I'm sorry, Lucy, but some of us have jobs and don't have time to stare at our phones all day. I'm more than happy to talk to you, but you have to be patient.
I don't care about what lame excuse you have. Just get back to me right away when I text you.
Are you going to tell me what it is you want?
What do you mean, what do I want?
I mean, did you message me just to tell me to respond to you quickly, or did you have something you actually wanted to tell me about?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Is it true that you and Jackson are going to be getting married?
I take it that you received our wedding invitation then?
I did, yeah. And then I went to your mom to ask her just what kind of guy this Jackson fellow really is. But is it true that he makes almost $150,000 just working freelance?
Wait a second. You started looking into my husband before you even came to me to talk about him?
I also heard that he's really handsome. So basically, you have a really rich, sexy, freelance fiancé. Just what kind of work does he actually do to earn money like that? Do you have any pictures of him? Tell me what kind of girl he likes.
Those are all rather personal questions about him that I don't feel comfortable answering.
Oh, come on. Are you seriously going to shut me down like that?
Well, could you at least pretend like the reason you want to see a photo of him isn't because you heard he was handsome?
So you admit it, and now you're just going to try and hide him from me. That's so mean.
If you want to learn about him, I guess you'll just have to wait for the wedding and reception to learn a little more about him.
Well, what's the difference if I learn about him now or later? Just hurry up and tell me what I want to know about him.
Look, I'm not going to have this conversation like this, alright? I'm really busy planning for the wedding and don't have time for this. Please only message me if it's some kind of emergency, okay?
I can't believe you, Freya. I thought that you and I were still friends after all this time. Oh no! I can't believe this! I can't believe that I slept in!
You slept in? What do you mean?
I mean that I'm hopping on the bus right now!
Oh, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Were you really just sleeping in? Well, we're about to start the lunch, so you might still be able to make it for that.
Oh man, so I already missed so much of it, and here I was wanting to take my time and see what kind of men were going to be there.
Lucy, can you please not use my wedding for a chance to pick up men?
Oh, Freya, even though you're getting married, you're still so naive. I'm not coming to pick up men. I'm coming to find the man who instantly falls head over heels in love with me. Even if that man happens to be Jackson.
And just what does my fiancé have to do with any of those?
Well, I warned what might happen if you didn't show me a picture of Jackson, so whatever comes next is your fault.
You better not even think about trying to make a pass at Jackson. Got it?
Oh, I'm so scared. And just what do you think Jackson would think if he knew this is how you talk to people in private?
All I'm asking of you is not to cause a scene at my wedding, okay?
Whatever you say, Freya. Whatever you say. Hey, Freya! I thought of some more questions that I just had to ask you. I just really want to see what your fiancé looks like. I don't want to have to wait another week for the wedding. So just show me a picture of him now. And you should probably think about showing him a picture of me as well. It would just be awful for your fiancé to suddenly see me at his wedding and fall in love since I'm so much prettier than you. I feel like you'd save yourself a lot of trouble if you just did what I said. In fact, you might want to think about just preparing yourself to be let down on your wedding day. What if Jackson and I lock eyes and in that moment realize that we're meant for each other? I know it's not guaranteed, but it's more likely than you think. So just show me a picture of him and make sure to show him a picture of me too. I'll be waiting. Hey, you have got some serious explaining to do, Freya. Jackson is totally my type. I'm sure that him and I are destined to be together. And you guys are still in the middle of your lunch, right? But Jackson's waiting outside the hall? I guess this is my chance. Time to see if Jackson is my soulmate.
What the heck are all these messages, Lucy? I'm just reading all of them right now. And you weren't even at my wedding. So what are you talking about?
Well, it's just that I was right. It turns out that Jackson and I are soulmates. So I took your husband and ran off with him.
No, seriously. What are you even talking about?
There's no use in trying to stop us. We already did it.
Excuse me? I have no idea what any of this is about.
I mean that I found Jackson outside of the banquet room. Took him to the bathroom and him and I did it there.
That's not what I mean. I don't understand what you're saying because Jackson is right here with me.
Come on now. You're gonna have to come up with a better lie than that. How are you going to pretend like your husband didn't ditch you in the middle of your wedding?
I'm not pretending anything. The wedding went as planned and without a hitch. The ceremony is over, and I invited some of the guests over to my parents for another small gathering.
I don't get why you're trying to trick me like this when I already know none of that is true. Anyways, you might hear from me at some point in the future. But for the time being, I think you and I need some space from each other.
Lucy, I really don't think that you know what's going on right now.
It's too late. Your man is already mine.
I seriously think you're making a mistake here. Lucy! You made a huge mistake! Do you even realize what you've done? You didn't sleep with my fiancé! You didn't sleep with Jackson! There was another wedding going on in the same venue as ours, and that's the groom who you slept with! Have your parents not reached out to tell you any of this? Things are going crazy over here, so go to your parents' place and talk to them! You're not even reading my messages. Did you block me or something? Lucy, I'm serious. This is really bad.
Freya, are you there? I really need your help. Please? Why are you suing Jackson and I? Are we really going to have to pay all the cancellation fees for your wedding? Can't you just forgive us as old friends and a former fiancé? I know that you're not really this vengeful of a person, so please, just make it all stop.
Wow, Lucy, I'm surprised to be hearing from you. But just what are you wanting my help with?
What do you mean? Didn't you just send me this letter letting me know that you're going to be suing me for ruining your wedding?
I did not, actually. Did you even read where that letter was sent from?
But who else could it be from? It has to be you.
You mean you didn't even check to see who it's from? At least do that before reaching out to me.
Okay, hold on. Wait, who the heck is Lizzie?
I imagine that Lizzie is probably the former fiancé of the man you stole on my wedding day.
Wait, what do you mean?
Did you even read any of the messages that I tried to send you the night of my wedding?
I have no idea what you're talking about at all.
I sent you a message explaining how there were 2 weddings happening, mine and one other. you stole the groom from the other wedding, not mine. And I'm assuming that this Lizzie woman was the one who is going to marry whoever this guy of yours is.
Wait, hold on a second. This doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I'm assuming that even their jobs are different, right? Because I already told you that Jackson makes his money working as a freelance. What does your man do for a living?
Well, he just stays at home all day, so I assumed that meant he was a freelance. Working freelance means that you do everything from home, right?
Are you really telling me you've been with this man for 6 whole months and haven't realized you got the wrong person?
Well, I've just been out working so much these past 6 months. Jackson told me that he didn't have any money since it all went into the wedding, and that we'd both have to work for a while.
I really can't believe you let yourself be tricked into dating a complete stranger for a whole half a year.
No, you aren't right. This is all just some kind of prank or something.
Why don't you go and ask your Jackson for the truth then?
Fine, I will. I don't believe it! Their names are completely different!
I take it that you finally checked on what this mystery man's name actually is?
I thought that I'd seen his driver's license at least once, but I can't actually remember.
I don't believe you. How you could go through all the trouble of trying to steal someone's fiancé and then not even make sure you had the right guy? And here I thought you two were soulmates.
But I really did think I had the right person.
Well, anyways, since you stole this other woman's man, I think she's well within her right to punish the two of you. Just don't come crying to me about it. It's not my problem.
You can't actually mean that, right?
I think that maybe you should just actually read through that letter you got and make sure you have all the details before you make another move.
Well, I tried reaching out to my parents before you, but I think they might have changed their numbers and I can't get a hold of them.
Your parents sold their house and moved a while back.
Wait, what?
And your dad quit his job too.
But why? Why would they do that without telling me?
Well, they felt so guilty for what you did that when this other woman managed to track them down, they agreed to pay for the private investigator who she hired to track you two down. But it took so long to find you both that they burned through all their savings and finally had to sell their house.
So then, where are they? What's happened to their home?
I don't know. I just know that they sold their house and moved. But I don't know their new address or even what their numbers are now.
Well, then you're the only one who can help me now.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's all your fault if you think about it. You never told me there were 2 weddings that day, so you kind of owe me, don't you think?
You know, I didn't even want to invite you to my wedding in the first place.
What are you talking about, Freya?
I mean that ever since we were in school together, you're always trying to steal boyfriends from other girls. In fact, the only reason I invited you was because our parents used to be close business partners, and I didn't want to risk hurting those ties. But then you had the nerve to try and use that chance to steal my fiancé from me.
Freya, please! You know this has all just been a big misunderstanding. You have to forgive me. I really had no idea what I was getting myself into at all. Please, you have to listen to me.
So, if you want to talk about responsibility, why don't you go look in a mirror first? But don't you come begging to me for help, because at the end of the day, Jackson, the real Jackson, that is, and I, have nothing to do with any of this. If you want help, you're barking up the wrong tree. You got yourself into this mess, and now you're going to have to get yourself out of it.
Freya, please don't be like this. I'm so sorry.
I don't care. Don't come to me for help with problems that you got yourself into. And don't even cause trouble for my family again, or I will call the police.
So you're really not going to help me at all?
Goodbye, Lucy. It turns out that Lucy and this other guy had actually gone to courthouse to get married. And yet, somehow, she still hadn't learned his name. But after being served with a lawsuit, the two of them decided to divorce. As part of the settlement, Lucy was offered a job at a factory belonging to the woman whose fiancé she stole's parents. She had no choice but to take it in order to help her pay down her legal fees. Not only that, but I heard part of the deal was that Lucy would have to live in the company's dorms with an ankle bracelet and have her every move carefully watched by her bosses. I only hope that this serves as a good lesson for Lucy, if she ever manages to free herself from all that debt. As for Jackson and I, we really weren't all that affected by any of Lucy's antics, since she had the wrong guy from the very beginning. I remember that Jackson had told me he thought I was worried too much when I said that I didn't want to invite Lucy, but he quickly realized how narrowly he had dodged a bullet. Throughout all of this, however, the ones I feel most sorry for are Lucy's parents. They were never able to tame Lucy's wild spirit when she was a student, and it's clear she took the same attitude she had then into adulthood. Although, when I told Lucy that I didn't know where her parents had moved to, or how to contact them, that was a lie. They had asked me to keep that a secret from Lucy, in case she ever showed up again. Instead, even though they lost their business, my parents found work for them at a branch company near their new house. It was the least they felt they could do for such old business partners.
Hey, Samuel. Long time no see. We haven't talked in 2 years, right? What? Is that you, Leo? Long time no see. How are you? Doing fine, I guess. I was worried because I was suddenly not able to contact you anymore. Even if I asked Mom about it, she would just kind of brush it off. We live so far apart as well, so it's hard to just go and visit you. Yep. So that's what was happening. What? Did something happen? Well, you see, for some reason you were blocked in my account and I was unable to contact you all this time. Even your phone number was blocked for some reason. Huh? Why? I don't know either. I thought that I must have made some sort of mistakes when messing around with the settings, but I really don't remember anything. I see. Anyways, sorry for not being able to contact you for 2 years. Well, I guess it can't be helped. I'm just glad you weren't purposely ignoring me. Tell me about it when you find out what happened, all right? Sorry. So, is there something you need to tell me? Yeah, to be honest, I'm sorry about what I have to tell you now. Something you're going to be pretty shocked by, so I want you to mentally prepare yourself. All right, what is it? I'm going to be getting married, so I can't give you the $3,500 every month anymore. Huh? I mean, I know it's a bit late for me to get married, but I am already 45 after all. But my girlfriend is a single mother who works for me at the company, which means that if I were to marry her, I would suddenly become the father of 2 8-year-old twins. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to prioritize other things from now on, so I won't be able to give you money every month. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to say this to you for my sake and for your sake as well. It's embarrassing that my brother is unemployed, so please just get a job. I wonder what my girlfriend would think. What are you talking about? Please, I'm begging you. Hold on, Leo. But I'm the one who's getting married, and I'm the one who's sending you money every month. Huh? I'm the one who sends you $3,500 every month, and I'm the one who's getting married. Wait, you're getting married? But you're 34 and still unemployed. Aren't you the one that's 45 and unemployed? Huh? Huh? Hold on. I feel like we're... Yep, it seems the two of us aren't on the same page. Why don't we first talk about what's happening in our lives? Good idea. You first. I'm... Just like I said earlier, I'm currently dating a single mother who works for me at my job, and I'm going to marry her soon. When I marry her, I'll also become the father of her 8-year-old twins. Hold on. So what you're saying is you have a job and actually earn money? Yeah, of course. But Mom told me that you stopped going to work and are now just staying in your room all day. The company I work for started encouraging its employees to work from home. I now just go to the office a few times each month. Oh, and 5 years ago, the company started allowing its employees to undertake side jobs, and I earn income from that now as well. I see, so that's what was happening. Okay, tell me about your life now. All right. Oh, sorry, can you hold on for a bit? What's the matter? I got a text from Mom. She gets mad if I don't reply immediately. So, could you wait for a bit? Got it.
Hello, Samuel. There's a favor I need to ask of you.
Hi, Mother. What is it?
Well, I'm really sorry, but you're going to send your brother money the day after tomorrow, right? I was wondering if you could send a bit extra.
Why? I feel that $3,500 each month is enough to support the two of you.
To tell you the truth, your brother spent hundreds of dollars on a video game, and now we don't have enough money for food. Just a little bit's enough, $4,000. Actually, $3,800 is enough. Can I count on you?
I can't really reply immediately. Could you wait until tomorrow?
I see. It can't be helped, I guess. I understand. Reply as soon as possible, okay?
I'm back, Leo. Hey, what did Mom say? She told me to give you guys even more money this month. Huh? She says that you spent hundreds of dollars on a video game and now you two don't have enough money to buy food. What? I'm the kind of person who doesn't buy in-game currency, so I don't know what she's talking about. Anyways, why is she asking you for money in the first place? It seems Mom isn't on the same page as well. What the hell is going on? Oh, I didn't tell Mom that I was texting you, so try not to tell her as well. Oh yeah, this is getting messy, and I have a feeling that that's for the best. Okay, so let's continue our conversation. About me now. Okay, continue please. I work from home now. Up until 3 years ago, I was a regular office worker, but my side job started making more money than my main job, so I decided to quit my job at the office and do that instead. What kind of job is it? I make gameplay videos on YouTube. I don't show my face though. I see. That is a unique job, but I guess it pays well, huh? Mom said that Samuel just plays games all day and shuts himself in his room. You were always good at games, right? I'm convinced. Oh, and one more thing. If you have me blocked, you don't know this as well, I guess. I moved to Tokyo 2 days ago. What? Tokyo? You lived in Prefecture before, right? Yep. I was assigned there when I was an office worker and kept living in the same apartment even after I quit. But my girlfriend who I used to work with was moved to the headquarters located in Tokyo. We were planning on getting married anyway, so I took this opportunity to move in with her in our new apartment in Tokyo. So does that mean you haven't married yet, but you're living with Mom and your girlfriend? Huh? No, Mom opposed me dating my girlfriend, so I didn't even tell her about me moving to Tokyo. Why did you think I was living with Mom? Mom lives with you, right? What? 2 years ago when she and Dad got divorced, she moved in with you, right? No, you're the one who lives with her, right? No, I live on my own at an apartment near my office. Huh? So this means that I thought you were living with Mom and you thought I was living with Mom? If neither of us have been lying until now, then I guess that's what it means. Then where's Mom living? Speaking of which, the stuff about you giving me money was strange as well. Mom has been asking me to give you two money every month since you didn't have a job. Me too. She told me to give you two money since you were now unemployed and just stayed in your room all day. Seriously? Where do you put the money, Leo? At a bank account Mom owns at C Bank. I heard she's been using it since before she married Dad. That's where I put the money as well. Hold on, brother. Does this mean that... Yep, Mom is really suspicious right now. I'll ask Dad about it. What? Dad? I heard from Mom that they got divorced because Dad cheated on her and he's been distant ever since. Oh yeah, she told me that too. But Dad didn't say anything about it and just entered a facility for the elderly in his hometown, right? I felt that the way he acted during those last few days I saw him was a bit strange. I see. Hold on for a bit. I'll try to contact Dad. Got it.
Hello, Samuel. Did you send the money yet? It's already past the day you're supposed to send it to us. Like I told you a few days earlier, the two of us are going to be in big trouble unless you send us a bit extra. I'd be glad if you sent it by today. I'm counting on you, all right? Leo, did you send the $3,500 yet? If you don't send us the money soon, we won't be able to buy food anymore. You see, Samuel wasted our money again and spent a ton of money on his video games. I'd be glad if you sent it by today. I'm counting on you, all right?
So you asked Samuel to send you a bit of extra money because I had spent hundreds of dollars on games, but it's fine if I pay the regular $3,500?
Huh?
I guess he'd be able to manage it though, since apparently he's succeeding as a YouTuber.
Leo, what are you talking about?
It doesn't matter, I guess, because you're not going to fool me or Samuel ever again.
Hold on. Don't tell me that.
You're the one who blocked Samuel on my phone, right? I wanted to contact Samuel, so I tried a lot of things, which is when I noticed that for some reason, he was set to blocked on my phone. You did that so we couldn't contact each other, allowing you to ask us to give you money every month, right?
What are you talking about? There's no way I would do such a thing.
I met with Dad.
What?
I know about everything. He said you two got divorced, not because he cheated on you, but because you cheated on him. Apparently, he was able to divorce you on the condition that he wouldn't tell us about your adultery. But he didn't think that you would lie and tell us that you two got divorced because he was the one who cheated on you. And if that's the case, then I'll tell you everything, he said.
That man, to think he would break a promise.
You did something much worse than breaking a promise, Mother. Since when were me and Samuel unemployed? The $3,500 we sent you every month, that's $7,000 each month. What or who did you spend it on?
Well...
Pascal Gardillo, age 65. He's the man you cheated on Dad with and the man you're living with currently, right? Even if there were lies. It was after you had divorced Dad, and I have no intention of making love an age thing. But in order to support yourself and this other man, since he wasn't old enough to receive a pension yet, and also to ensure a life of luxury in retirement, you lied to your sons and stole $7,000 from them every month. Me and Samuel won't be able to just forgive this, don't you think?
But both of us are now in our late 60s. It would have been hard for us to find jobs. Which is why I thought I would get you two to help me.
That you should have just told us to give you money and not set up this elaborate scheme. If you had asked us, who knows? It probably wouldn't have been much money, but I think we would have given you the bare minimum at least. I mean, we probably would have made you break up with Pascal, though. At least you wouldn't have had to steal money from your children like this.
Then I'll break up with Pascal, so don't stop giving me money.
You fooled us once. How am I supposed to know you won't fool me again?
You could let me live with you, or maybe Samuel.
Sorry, that's impossible now.
Why?
Both me and Samuel are getting married.
You're getting married? I get Samuel, but you too?
I get what you're trying to say. When I was in my 30s, I was told by my doctor that I was infertile, and that's what ruined my previous engagement. She wanted a child no matter what, which is why I had given up trying to get married, but there showed up a person who said that they didn't care if I was infertile. I need to support my family from now on, so I won't be able to give you any more money. It's the same with Samuel.
If that's the case, then just get your wife to get a job.
You don't have a say in such matters, so stop already.
But...
I feel like even if we continue talking, we'll just be repeating ourselves, so I'll just tell you our decision. Me and Samuel aren't going to be giving you money anymore.
What?
I don't know where you're living right now, and I don't bother to find out. It's up to you where you get the money from now on.
But if you do that, I won't be able to get by anymore.
You receive a pension, right? If that's not enough, then there are places that will help you find a job.
Please, I'm begging you. It's fine if it's not as much as it used to be. Just give me money. Both you and Samuel make a lot of money, so it should be easy for you too.
Will you not understand unless I tell it to you directly?
What?
You disgust us, Mother.
Huh?
Consider the money we sent you up until now as our payoff money. You don't have to give it back, but don't ever talk to us again.
Hold on.
Bye.
Wait. Samuel, you're not like your brother Leo, right? You won't throw me away, right?
Mother?
Samuel! The money each month. It's fine if it's not as much as it used to be. Just continue giving me money, all right? Maybe $1,000 per month. I asked your brother, but he said he wouldn't give it to me.
I moved, so.
What? You didn't tell me.
Bye.
Samuel! Samuel! Please, I'm begging you. Don't you feel sorry for your mother?
Apparently, Mother went to my old apartment in M Prefecture after that. She needed to make sure that I had actually moved, so she threw a tantrum in front of my door, screaming and banging. The current owner came home during this, and he called the cops on her. Lucky for her, she got off with only a warning. Next, she went to my brother's house. It's really far away from my house in M Prefecture. In fact, it's 400 kilometers away in K Prefecture. And it takes a whole day to get there. But apparently she had nowhere to go since she had Pascal, after she and Pascal broke up after a fight over her not receiving money from us anymore. Meaning that she was also just wandering around looking for a place to live. Leo guessed that she might do this, so he immediately cut his residence contract there and moved in with his girlfriend. After wandering around for over a week with the last of her money, she returned to Pascal. His condition for her return was to get a job and support the both of them, and Mom had no choice but to accept. But no one helps her because they now know that it was what she got for lying to her husband and children.